Nolani, you taking a nap over there? Y'all want a house tour? People ask for a house tour. This is not what the video is about, but got my surf toys, my adventure toys. This is my bow. I need to take it in, get it repaired. Everything. It's kind of a mess here. Books, yard. Really haven't cleaned my space. All kinds of fruit, all kinds of meat. Books, 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 books. More books. Piano, more books. Guest bed, more books. Main bed didn't make it. Sorry to disappoint y'all. Books, books, more books. And that's pretty much the space. But that's not what this video is about. That was totally impromptu. And then I would say the main highlight though is, here I'll show you. Pomegranate, mango in season. I have upstairs neighbors. I just have the downstairs unit. Got the basketball court, or basketball hoop. We got oranges. I've been sleeping on the oranges. Let's see. They kind of got nicked by the weed whacker or something. Right, so I'm kind of kitty corner to the ocean. Right now there's big surf. I just came back. I gotta go outside, walk around the corner to get in there, but see Bruce and Donald out there. I was just sitting out there. Okay. So the point of this video is to talk about the truth about day trading or running a trading business. A lot of you guys kept asking about this because, by the way, welcome and much love, Trevor. If you don't know me, I'm an adventure entrepreneur on Oahu. I have a business where I do private hiking adventures. I work for a marine wildlife tour company, taking people out diving with dolphins. I do YouTube and coaching, and I have a cryptocurrency trading business. And I've been trading for 5 years, and I get a lot of questions about trading from you guys. Talk about it. Would I recommend it? And I'm going to do that for you. I'm going to talk about it. I have whole nother channel. You can search Travis Wu Trades. That details my trading journey. Right now I upload every single trading session that I have, and I release daily videos over there, sometimes twice daily videos actually. But let me say, I've avoided this topic because I think trading is not for most people, especially in 2024, and I do not want to recommend it to people. This whole video is going to be me recommending you do not trade. Now, if you feel like you really need to, then you can, but I do it, but it's, for most of you, something that you should not do. And I'm going to tell you why. And I'm going to tell it with you for stories, right? When I got into it, I had a friend who's like, yo, you got to meet my friend who's into, he's got a trading story to tell you. So I had dinner with this older couple. This guy's name is Paul. He's from Ireland. His wife's Japanese. We're in his rented condo out here in Miley Cove. And he's telling me a story about how he used to trade and look at the charts and drink. And he put like $600,000, his whole life savings, down on some option trade and boarded a flight. And when he got off the flight to Europe, he had lost everything. It went to zero. And now he doesn't trade, and he lives a real frugal, humble life. And that was one thing I saw. Another was I had a friend who I talked to on an everyday basis. And this guy he's an AI cybersecurity is where he works. So he's a mid six-figure earner. And he had previously lost everything by investing in Luna, UST, which I'm not going to get into, but he lost everything in a cryptocurrency collapse in 2021. And then we were talking every day in 2023, trading, and then I didn't hear from him for weeks. And I came back, I finally heard from him. He sent me a 10-minute voice message where he's saying, yo, he lost everything he had. He got up to like $1 million and lost all of it. He started taking Adderall and trading at night, and he was making so much money. All his friends wanted in, so his friends attached their accounts to his with copy trading, and he blew up all of his money, lost all of his money, and lost all of his friends all of their money too. And then I never heard from him again. I messaged him, heard nothing. I pray that he's alive. I saw him post on Twitter at some point. I think he's alive. But I could give you many stories like this of people blowing up and losing everything, and that's the most common thing. I mean, I could give you so many stories about it, right? We'll stop there, but you could go on YouTube and you can find, and for everybody who says that they're successful, there's 9 people who not just lost everything, but lost all their time. So there's a good chance you're going to be like one of these people if you start trading, and I'm going to tell you why. It's because trading is gambling. It's gambling where you can have an advantage and you can make a lot of money, but it's gambling that is highly addictive. Variable reward is one of the most addictive things on earth. And what variable reward is basically a slot machine effect of sometimes you're going to get slapped, sometimes you're going to get dopamine burst to your brain. And trading is a highly addictive activity. Now, some of the problems are most people have compulsion and addiction problems already, whether that's a high proportion of society drinks alcohol, vapes, smokes weed, has issues with porn, and so on and so forth. So it's if you have any problems with any of those things, you shouldn't trade, because your risk of losing everything to trading addiction is very high. And I'm going to tell you my story, but when we talk about losing everything to trading addiction, I'm not just talking about losing all your money. I'm talking about losing sleep, losing friends, losing interest in other things, losing your time. It's really bad. There's so many stories of this. It's not the outlier, it's the norm. That's normal, actually. Yeah, so for me, I'm like, okay, I don't smoke, I don't drink caffeine, I don't eat processed foods. I'm super disciplined. It should be really easy for me, right? Wrong. It's actually super hard, and I went down that road. I'm going to talk about my approach to avoid it, but for most of y'all, it's really hard. Now, I am going to also at the end tell you the many benefits of trading, because it's not just terrible, lose everything. If you survive, it can be very excellent, but not necessarily, right? So for me, I got into trading in 2020. I was hustling. I was saving a lot of money. I was able to save a couple grand a month at this point, built up a pretty nice fund. Cryptocurrency, I took a really risky position in Bitcoin, and around the same time, my dad died, and he owned part of a house, and that house got sold. So I was receiving part of a house. It's not like a crazy amount of money, but it took like a year for that money to come in. And in the meantime, I just treated that money as like, it's going to bail me out of anything that goes wrong. So that helped me to go all in on Bitcoin, multiplied, made a fuck ton of money. Finally, the money came in, and I have like 10 years of income saved. Not saved, but in the markets. Like at the peak, it was maybe 12 years. And I thought like, yo, I'm gonna quit my job. There's stress at work. I don't need this bullshit. Fuck you, I'm out. I'm just gonna trade full time. This is where my problems began with trading. And it wasn't just losing money. So I mean, fast forward over these years, the next couple years, where maybe my 3rd and 4th year trading, I'm basically full-time trading. I'm working part-time on the farm. I'm surfing, I'm doing other things, but I'm losing sleep. I am not reading so many books. I'm not working out so much. I am in relationships and dating and all that, but I'm not traveling as much, or not having as many unique experiences, not spending as much time with people. And yes, I'm losing money. What ended up happening is I gave back probably everything that I made in the markets, and also slowly over a couple years just spent it, because I was like, I need to focus on trading, so I'm going to stop YouTube, I'm going to stop coaching, I'm going to stop running this business. I'm going to stop working over here. So my income went to zero, and I'm just living off my trading, which is losing money. So, but it's not about the losing money, it's the losing time, right? If I could go back and be like, or rethink this, it's a valuable lesson. But if you come up on hundreds of thousands of dollars, like, get a helicopter pilot license, get a massage license, go back to school for something you want to do, like, use it as a way to change your career. The problem with trading is, I see this as well. I hear stories as well of people who make it in trading. They're successful, they make a lot of money, but they're glued to the charts all day. They're staring at the screen. This is a game where even the winners lose a lot of the time. Even the winners lose. Because it's a shitty game to play, where you win because you're making money, but you lose because you're losing time, you're losing your life. This guy used to surf the North Shore every day, but now he's overweight, out of shape, and just has fucked up sleep and stares at the screen. And yeah, he makes money, but that's like a terrible prize to win, the cost of it. So now I'm going to tell you the solution for me, what it is, and it's not going to be the solution for everyone, but and then go into the positives. So what I thought in trading was that my trading became chaotic and addictive and compulsive and taking over my time, and it was very stressful, and I thought I need to make the rest of my life not stressful so that I can focus on this. And what happened is the stress from trading just expanded in my life and took over my life. And I realized that I actually had it backwards, because in my first years of trading, when I made all this money from Bitcoin, my life was very chaotic. I was in a couple insane relationships. One of them was fine. It wasn't perfect. The other one was insane with drama. I mean, we're talking police involved, me calling the police for help. help me get out of my own home, right? This is insane. We're talking at work, nepotism, heroin abuse at work, lawsuits, embezzlement, insane abuses and drama around me. I'm working 40 to 50 hours a week on the farm. I'm working an extra 10 plus hours doing YouTube and coaching. I have time for reading. I'm still getting 8 hours of sleep. I'm so fucking busy, and I'm making 6 figures trading. So it's like, okay, this is a clue. So what I've discovered in my 5th year, also after getting scammed for 6 figures, I also got scammed for over $100,000, which is a different story. Very foolish, unlucky timing, but also, I mean, that's what happens when you take risks in the market as a risk taker. These things happen, and they can be destabilizing. I realized that actually, the way I'm wired, I need a lot of chaos. Like, I like danger, I like adventure, I like social drama. I like having a degree of stress, and I operate well under these conditions. And I'm not talking like total instability, but having a full life where I'm experiencing a range of emotions throughout my day. If there's a challenge at work, there's an issue with this person, there's physical danger here. So what I've done this year, this is why I've gone back to like, okay, I'm going to go back to work, and I'm going to do it in a way that's very social, outside, active, with an element of danger, physical danger. So the hiking tours, where there's maybe cliff jumping or ridge hiking, the marine tours where I have to chase off a shark at work. At times it's a real thing that happens. Or be around these pilot whales, which haven't killed anyone out here, but recently grabbed a woman's fin and dragged her 50 feet underwater before letting her go. So I'm filling my life up with that, and then outside of work, like, never a day off. I need to schedule social events, insane, crazy hikes and climbs, surfing every day, back to YouTubing, coaching, just make my life chaotic, busy, almost too much. And then what's happened is that trading is a really small part of my life. And now I'm making good money trading again, because what you'll learn is trading, here's the problem as well. Trading is very entertaining. Trading is can be, right? It can fulfill you emotionally, but it fulfills you emotionally while you're losing money, right? You're receiving the dopamine, the hope, the euphoria, fear, greed, and the relief after the anxiety, and you get the full spectrum of emotion where it's very fulfilling, but it's a losing business. Or it can be a very boring business that makes you money. So you need variable reward in your life, right? Make your life exciting. If your life is boring, you're going to lose everything trading. You're going to lose all your money, you're going to lose all your time, right? And one of the problems with today's age is most people have boring lives because we're not wired to sit at a register, we're not wired to sit in a car, we're not wired to sit at a computer, we're wired to walk and get out and do things. Most people have very boring lives. If you have and this is why we turn to addictions and compulsions as a society. So if you have a boring life, do not trade. You're going to lose everything. You're going to lose your money, you're going to lose your time, you're going to lose your life. Most of you guys cannot be a marine tour operator, a shark, a safety diver, a private hiking adventure guide, right? But if you want to succeed at trading, you need to start by thinking about actually making your life as interesting as possible as in precautionary defense against trading. Now, this is my own personal experience. Yours might be different, but that's my own personal experience. I would also say, now we'll talk a little bit of the positives of trading is, yo man, I made 6 figures in a year working 30 minutes a day, right? I made $45,000 in a month, right? I've made $20,000 in a day. Right? I mean, my solution now is I only trade between 30 minutes and an hour a day. So as a side hustle, it's like a 5-hour-a-week side hustle that potentially is, making more than all of my other work combined. And it's a great self-development tool because in order to be successful, you have to fix all these problems and demons with you. You have to have a sober lifestyle and learn so much about yourself and your wiring and develop your life. The solution for my trading is like make my life as interesting as possible. That's a great solution, right? Hell yeah, I'm happy to do that. Awesome. What do I do, right? How do I make my life more busy, more interesting, more novelty, more adventure, a little bit risky, right? For me, yes, awesome, right? So it holds up a mirror to you and shows you everything that's wrong with you. And on the other side of that is potential to make a huge amount of wealth, and not overnight, but in a small amount of daily time, where people really do this in an hour a day, whatever. Now, it's not common though, because you got to be careful. Again, at the end, you could just be, you're profitable, but you're spent all your time in front of the computer and it's a loss. So even then, it's like, I just don't really recommend it. Passive investing is better for 99% of people. What is passive investing? Have some money in a savings account earning high yield interest, dollar cost average into the stock market, indices, gold, maybe Bitcoin. I'm not here to give financial advice, but in terms of lifestyle, for most people that is far superior. But if you listen to everything I said and everything negative I said about trading and you're intent on doing it, again, I have another channel, Travis Wu Trades. Go search it at the top, and that's a good place to get started. I've got a lot there, and my journey is way more than I even described, but that's what it is. So don't trade. It's not for most people. If I would say trading is for people who have super interesting lives, have a surplus of income, and are totally sober, and have great discipline, right? That's who trading is for. If you don't have enough money, don't trade. If you don't have great discipline, don't trade. If you abuse any kind of drug or alcohol, don't trade. It's not for most people, okay? So I hope you find that useful. Hope I saved some people with this. Appreciate y'all. Much love. Talk to y'all soon. Peace.